How significant is this change in stance? This has to be so tricky, trying to figure out the Russian oil, the correct position.
Yeah, very tricky indeed. And sources close to the matter are telling Bloomberg that the U.S. is essentially backing off of their initial plan. And you have to remember, this follows months of the U.S. Really pressuring a lot of the EU nations to go stronger with price caps and sanctions against Russia. Now they're having to, instead of a strict ceiling observed by a broad cartel of nations, that was the initial plan, the U.S. and the EU are now likely to settle for a more loosely policed cap at a higher price. The concern is that, again, Russian gas exports to Europe have been completely cut at some various points. They're concerned this could be catastrophic for Europe, and so they want to, sort of punish Russia. The concern is the retaliations and the market souring. So the price cap was to be imposed at the end of the final quarter, but now instead of strangling the Kremlin oil reserves by imposing this strict lid, it's a very different, looser plan.
In the meantime, we're seeing oil prices trending higher in the Asian trading session.
Yeah, for West Texas Intermediate traded in New York, oil is advancing for a third day. We're seeing it actually pop up above 88 in Asia trading. This after the U.S. reported record exports of crude and fuel, and that's boosted by the demand outlook and a softer dollar. We've really seen the dollar weaken in the last few sessions, and that is supportive of higher commodity prices. And after racking up 4 consecutive monthly losses as concerns about a global slowdown gain traction, crude has rebounded in October. What we're looking at is oil stocks for diesel, actually, which is a major problem in the U.S. right now. The storage situation rapidly devolving as we head into winter, an unusual situation in which the supply is unusually low. This alarmed the White House last week. Now some areas in the Northeast are rationing fuel, and the problem trickling down into the Southeast. Something to keep watching as we cover oil going forward. Back to you.